The views and opinions expressed on this podcast or website are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of A Queen's Opinion. Any content provided by our bloggers or authors are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.
Welcome to A Queen's Opinion. My name is Queen. My voice, my opinion, and your listening ears. This episode, we are analyzing the song, It's a Man's World. What does a man's world look like with a woman? Few people get the opportunity to experience that everlasting love, that till death do us part love. Why? I am not sure why, but from this woman's perspective, sharing life together with a partner is love. The word sharing means to have a portion of something with another or others. I would elaborate on the definition by adding the words equal portion. It's the equal portion that is significant. I was told as a young woman that the man is the head of the house, the king of the house, the big dog in the family. I was told that it is up to them as men to provide everything for survival in this life. And by saying this, we are not acknowledging the significance of the woman's role. There is a reason why God chose a woman to carry life in her womb. In the beginning, God created man and took a piece of man to create the woman. I like to think that somewhere in God's thinking that by creating the woman, he created the whole man. That's WHOLE, whole man. This is an example showing that man is incomplete without a woman. Now, together, let's take a few minutes to listen to the lyrics of that famous song, It's a Man's World, and let's see if we can hear the significance of a woman's role. Many people understand and get the meaning of the song by James Brown, It's a Man's World. I want to just take a few minutes to express my opinion of the song. Come on, just walk with me through the lyrics. Right up front, his chorus says, "This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl." I like this. This chorus backs up my opinion that man is incomplete without a woman. Now, in the first verse, he said, "You see, man made the cars to take us over the roads. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like Noah made the ark." I really like this verse. You see, he implies that man made a way for the woman. I like the fact that he talks about transportation. We no longer have to walk on the long roads and carry the heavy loads because the man provided cars and trains. Line 3 implies that we should not be scared of the darkness anymore. Man created the light to get us out of the dark. But my favorite line is the 4th line. He said, "Man made the boat for the water like Noah made the ark." Now, if you have ever attended any Sunday school, you know how important it was for Noah to create the ark and have 2 of everything. Now, it didn't say why it was important to have 2 of everything, but here again, I would go on to say that you need 2 of everything to procreate. So, when the water receded and the land was available again, all creatures could procreate since they had traveled in pairs that could reproduce, which means that you must have a boy and a girl, a male and a female to continue to reproduce life. Once again, this course backs up my opinion that we need each other to reproduce and feel complete. This is a man's world, as James would say, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Now, in his second verse, he says, man thinks about our little bitty baby girls, our baby boys. Man make them happy because man make them toys. And after man make everything he can, do you know that man makes money to buy from another man? Well, verse 2 tells us that he thinks about the children and what he can do to make the children happy. So man created toys. The verse goes on to say that man has created everything. Man has met all the requirements of taking care of the woman and the children, and there is nothing else he needs or can do. He tells us that man even made the money, literally made the money. And once the money was made, he just bought and sold goods to another man or men. Just like the first verse, he follows it up with the chorus line and the outro. The chorus again says, this is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing, not one little thing without a woman or a girl. The outro goes on and says, he's lost in the wilderness. He's lost in bitterness. He's lost. Lord, have mercy now in loneliness. I think James Brown realized when he was writing this song, although he may have had an argument or disagreement with this woman, that he still needed her. I think somewhere in those disagreements that he's probably told the woman many times that everything you have, everything you needed, and everything you wanted, I have provided for you and the kids. Sometimes when we have these disagreements and arguments with our spouse, we say some hurtful, harmful things we didn't even mean at the time. The words came out of our mouth in the heat of the moment. I think James Brown wanted his woman to know that even though he's done all these things for their family, for her, for their relationship, that none of that means anything. None of that means nothing if she is not with him. In the outro, he tells us that man is lost, lonely, and bitter. Why? Because after all man has created and done, it means nothing without a woman by his side. Now, I don't know if James Brown is praying or not in the song, but he calls on the Lord, asking him for his mercy in times like this. If he is a praying man, and if he is praying in the song, that is the type of man I want to be with in a relationship. A good man knows that there is only one person you can call on for help. I want a man that has a relationship with the Creator, the Most High King, the King of Kings, my Lord and Savior. I want a man to know that all our help comes from the Lord. You see, if you have a man that has a spiritual relationship with the Lord, then you can work it all out. There is nothing you can't work out together. What does a man's world look like without a woman? Well, James Brown used the words lost, lonely, and bitter. I say lost because To me, this indicates an emptiness inside with no place to call home and feelings of incompleteness, feelings of loneliness, no one to share the good and tough times in life, which over time builds a bitterness of a life built without a partner to share with. My outro for this episode is this. What does a man's world look like with a woman? Happy, loving, fulfilling, and complete. A Queen's Opinion is a podcast that allows people, especially women, to think out loud about life situations and seek an opinion without being judged. This podcast is supposed to lift you up, encourage you to be the best person you can be, to inspire you to step out of your comfort zone and into your queen zone. I didn't say my opinion will solve your problems. I am not saying that I am right. But what I am saying is I'm going to give you another view of the situation from a distance. No more thinking or questioning a situation by yourself. Ask the Queen. Go to our website, www.aqueensopinion.com, and click on Get in Touch to leave your feedback or leave a question for the Queen. Don't forget to like us wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I hope you join me for our next episode. Until then, goodbye.